Hello again. Um, man, this entire week got overshadowed by one thing, but that can come afterwards. Goals. Keeping it steady. Just, just very steady. Very, yeah, no, I don't have any other words. It's been going pretty well. Not much fluctuation, just overall pretty decent. Now, and there ain't really any changes either, honestly. I don't think I've made many changes. Just kind of existing. Um, in regards to what I'm talking about, I don't actually remember a lot of the events of last week or can't pull upon them very clearly because one thing is overpowering my mind, and that is I got accused of being called, of not being called, of using AI, no, not even AI, generative models to do my fucking college work for me. And I don't know if I've made it clear enough on in these videos. I fucking hate generative models. I despise them. I really don't like them. I think all they're good for is processing data at a fast speed and showing you that data. That's it. That's all I think they're good for. That's all I think they have a use for. And to have my work compared to that, which I sat in front of a fucking computer screen for 2 hours to do that shit. 2 fucking hours of an assignment that I fucking hate. Truly and utterly despise. I actually hate that shit, dude. I can't stand it. The class I have to do it for is unbearable. But I gotta do it right now. I am so fucking. I'm still seething because of that. I, I'm still seething. I decided to do the work I had to because, I mean, shit still goes on. Still gotta do it. Even though I'm pissed at that, I gotta move. And holy fuck, man. I took precautions to make sure I didn't sound like an AI. Every time I would use an engine with a fucking with a goddamn model on it, I would not use the engine until I'm done. Until I'm done with whatever question I'm doing. If I'm curious about something, I'm not allowed to search it up until I'm done. No influence whatsoever. Otherwise, I guess I'm just fucking AI and I may as well be dropped from the class because what can I do? How can I make it any different than what you want me to do? It's not like this one's an opinionated class. There's an objective right answer in these scenarios. Just an objectively right answer. There are only so many ways you can put it, and generative AI has experienced just about all of them because they have all the fucking data of the internet. What do you want me to do? There's only so many ways I can put this stupid fucking sentence to not make it feel like AI. Maybe I should just start misspelling shit on purpose. At the very least, then you know I'm not a fucking AI. Anywho, aside from that, I mean, college has been going rather nice. My English class is stressing me out, but I realize that's mostly because I feel inferior to, I mean, everyone else around me, regardless of whether or not that's true. Um, I mean, seriously, the only reason I was stressing so much about making the essay was because, well, one, it does take me quite a bit to actually write. Two, I fucked up on timing, so I didn't have nearly as much time to make it. And three, I'm just not confident in my writing. even final drafts, oftentimes, if I do make them and don't just make the first draft my final draft, I find myself having an extremely difficult time being confident in what I'm writing. And that just kind of hurts. I mean, it obviously hurts me a lot from a personal standpoint, but I think it hurts the from a mental, not personal standpoint. But I think it hurts what I'm making because oftentimes those insecurities get put into the writing. I've tried discarding them, especially after what we've been learning within the class. It'll get better as it goes on, which I already knew that, but reassurances are nice. Philosophy isn't philosophy isn't something you learn once and then are just done with it. You have to practice it over and over throughout your life until it becomes a surefire thing that you're doing. Um, but you know, this is my first time practicing first draft. I need to revise, and I mean revise, which I shouldn't have too much of an issue with because when I was typically making drafts of essays from for high school, I would just revise in the middle of it. I tried not to do that. What I did is I would change words, but only if I felt like it wasn't going to convey what I was trying to get off. And then revision is literally changing the structure of the text, whether or not that's like changing how things are formatted. No, not formatted. How things are where things place within an essay, or whether or not I need a sentence or descriptor at all. So there's a lot coming from that. I hope to be better and at least get some level of confidence within my writing. I think it's pretty clear from a lot of these videos that I suffer with a lot of issues with self-conscious or self-image. I'm not very confident in myself, and when I am, it's almost always delusional and completely false. So, not the uh, not the greatest traits to have, I think. I'm hoping I kind of get over it, but might need some actual addressing for anything really to get done. Um, and to be clear, aside from those two classes, I haven't had really any issues. Just learning, going about, being myself, doing what I can. I'm I'm doing my best not to miss as much as I can and to fix any mistakes, to improve, to not stay as a weaker part. Whole point of the college is to receive that critical aspect and well, aside from gaining experiences, it's to receive critical analysis from somebody who's more experienced than you and incorporating that into your work and improving based off of that. So I'd say overall I'm getting that for the most part. So I'm not regretting most of it, especially since quite a few of these things are things I actually wanted to learn about anyway. So I'm just kind of working with that. Aside from that, I'd say I'm pretty happy with how things are going. That one bit of anger really took the energy out of me. It didn't stop me. It did not stop me. If anything, I made a big point that I needed to keep going, not just to myself, but the people around me, so that I could actually do it. And I did. I completed everything I needed to within the time I needed to, and I'm only stuck with the assignments that I don't really find all that difficult and find just really chill and easy. So I'm just going to be kind of cruising through those this weekend and chilling out, doing some mind nourishing things, and you know, hopefully never be accused of being an AI ever again. Because if I am, either I'm gonna request to be dropped from the class, or straight up just, or I'm just gonna have to learn to stop being a bitch and confront them, saying like, I'll fucking do anything to prove that I haven't been using AI to make this shit for me. even if it is a 2 to 3 hour long video of me switching between tabs from the book, the tabs of the book I'm using, and the place where I need to submit my answers. I don't care. I will do my fucking best. And I feel like it's a bit bizarre to say that I'm using AI anyway, because if I was using I would be getting all of my tests fucking 100% right. Or all of my answers would be relatively decent. Even if they're not super inaccurate, I'd be getting super great scores. And it's my own personal policy. I don't want to abuse reattempts. I realize that when you are given a reattempt of a quiz, even if it's timed, it's almost always either going to be way worse because you're going to fucking not remember some of your answers, or way better than what you did. And that's not an honest interpretation of where you are or what you're doing. It feels disingenuous, feels like lying. It could be a way of me trying to be lazy and not go through it again, but like, I have the answer key right fucking there. Or at the very least I know what not to answer. So where's the integrity in that? It just doesn't feel right, and it's why I always go with my first score. Because if I get shit wrong, I get shit wrong. If I get it right, yippee! But if I don't, I just take that shit. I work with it and I exist. There is there is literally no point whatsoever to being dishonest like that. And I just can't handle it. It's not so, no, it's not that I can't handle it. It's that I strictly disagree with it. It's one thing to do whatever you want or whatever you need in order to do your absolute best. If that's the situation I'm put into, then fine. I can maybe put that moral standing or moral view on hold. But with this, it just, how things are now, I just can't agree with how that's done. Why? I have the fucking answer key, and if I just took it, I'm more than likely gonna remember all the answers. So it just, what's the point? But I guess aside from that, again, everything's been going well. I haven't made a fear video, and that's because I haven't come up with a topic. That's something I gotta brainstorm. So, other than that, I suppose I'll see myself next time.